All right, and we are back here with Alan Bestwick of the ESPN ABC crew that'll be calling this Angie's List Grand Prix this weekend, and more importantly, the 100th running of the Indianapolis 500 on May 29th. Some excitement for your crew, undoubtedly, at getting a chance, really kind of a tune-up essentially this weekend before you get into the meat of the month of May.
One of the things that I like about the way that the schedule lays out is it is the month of May for us. So we're here, we haven't done a race in St. Petersburg.
Yeah.
Our team is here, we're together, we're in town, we're feeling the energy of the whole event. We're in Gasoline Alley with the drivers. The race Saturday will be fun, the whole build up to pole weekend, and then the 500. So I like the way it sets up. It's fun to be involved in.
You've just gotten here in the last couple days. You say the buzz around the city here. Can you feel that as you get to the track here in particular?
You know, it's funny, yesterday I got here, I was in Orlando working on another event, and I flew in yesterday. And the afternoon practice started, and Scott Goodyear and I jumped in a golf cart, and we went out to road course turn 1,
right,
and stood on the mounds. And instantly, local people came up to us who were here, spectators, on a Thursday afternoon with their coolers and so on, and they were talking about the vibe that they feel, their friends, and the energy around town for this race. And it doesn't take long to pick up on it. Just drive by that hotel downtown, and you understand this is big.
As you get set for this first weekend, what has impressed you most about the first part of the season here? Pagano's been great, the Penske guys collectively have been great, but kind of what do you see as being the storyline heading into Saturday?
Closeness of competition, the fractional differences between winning and not winning. If you think about some of the small things that have made a big difference in these races, that's because the field is close. And then you stop and you look at the times in practice here, and okay, what's going to be the difference in winning this race Saturday? Is it going to be someone that sits for an extra half a second taking fuel or not?
Yeah.
You know, so the closeness to the competition, I think, is a main storyline.
And I think we've seen out of these first 4 races a little bit unpredictable as the things go on. It keeps you guys on your toes as the race continues, for sure.
And that's the fun part, right? That's why we love sports, and it's why we love doing sports. What's going to happen? Well, I don't know. I can't flip to page 22 of the script and see how it finishes, or the last chapter of the book, you know? What's going to happen? We'll all find out together.
We can't fast forward to the end of this and get right to it.
Yeah.
You'll be asked this much as the month goes on, but getting a chance to be on the call for the 100th Indianapolis 500, as someone who has a racing background as yourself, this is going to be a special month.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Responsibility. I feel, and have felt since I came here to start doing this, the responsibility of being the television caretakers of this event and what it means to be the ones to transmit this to the world. That said, fun. How could you not love this? You know, you are right, I grew up around racing. I'm from a racing background as well as a broadcasting background. The chance to be in my place for the 100th Indianapolis 500, I could never have expected that in my life.
Is that kind of the theme of your whole crew come May 29th, is to tell the story of this event while also covering this one with it?
It really doesn't change from what we try to do every time. But it comes with perhaps a little more detailed thought. How do you work the history in while you're documenting today's race? Where do you take your opportunities? What's that walking line? But that said, your responsibility is document the event fairly and thoroughly for the people watching at home, for the competitors in the sport, and the people who are stakeholders in it. Do the event justice. That doesn't change.
Do you have a favorite moment of this race day that really stands out? Kind of, there's so many moments that stand out for those of us that do this a lot here.
Yeah. Because my day's a little more structured, I'll call it, and I have to be in certain places at certain times. You know, like that last hour before the race that everyone loves so much, I'm in the booth.
Yeah.
And my head is in thought and in preparation and making sure that, you know, doing a broadcast like this, it's an oral quiz.
Right.
You might have a pile full of notes like I have. You never look at them.
Right.
All race long. It all comes from your preparation. So I'm kind of deep in that. My favorite part, a couple hours after the cannon goes off, I walk out of the booth and I take a walk down pit road by myself. And I just walk down to turn 1 and turn around and back up towards turn 4, and I just soak in the moment and what it's going to mean to do this race. And I just love it.
Good. Alan Bestwick, ESPN ABC. Well spoken, man. This place is peaceful at that kind of day right there.
It is. It's before all the crowd gets out there. It's before the cars, just some of the crews setting up. The trophy's always out there. I stand and I look at that trophy for a minute, and I just love it. I can't wait for the race to start.
Yeah, great piece of history. Glad you're a part of it, man.
Thank you.
Good luck this weekend.
My pleasure.
Good. Alan Bestwick will be leading the ABC telecast. We'll send him on his way. He's got a production meeting to get to.
I'm happy to be late for the meeting. I've been one of about 8 meetings today, so I'm okay to stay for a while.
We know all about meetings. That's it. I'll have ESPN's texting me at that point saying, send us our guy.